According to official figures in the city of New York, unemployment has dropped. However, the number of people who struggle to survive on a minimum wage is on the increase. The gap between rich and poor continues to grow every day. William Denslow offers us this report.
Being a single mother is no easy task, especially when you're raising 4 boys alone on the minimum wage in New York's public housing system.
Enough for the minimum, but mostly you need more than just the minimum.
For Santos, paying the bills is a constant worry. She's worked several different jobs, but is barely keeping up with the $660 rent each month. With concerns over the mold in the bathroom and 4 growing boys living in a single room, she wants a bigger place. And that means making more money. Already relying on food pantries to help feed her kids, she says the minimum wage of $8 an hour is too low. To raise more cash, she's planning on taking a second job.
As a single mother, I want to give the best for my kids. I'm waiting to hear about a move, a transfer, but they tell me I will have to pay more, so... But you know, as the children are growing, we need a bigger space.
Staff at LSA Family Health Service say numbers of people relying on their food pantry keeps rising. Employment is now at higher levels than before the recession. But with many of these being minimum wage jobs, people here aren't surprised numbers aren't dropping.
Right now, the minimum wage is, you can still be making at poverty level and be making minimum wage if you have a family. So that's obscene.
Minimum wage is a factor, but James Parrott at the Fiscal Policy Institute says a growing income polarization over the last 3 decades is a major reason for New York's high poverty levels. More of New York's poor may be finding work, but as the economy begins to improve, he says these gains are mostly going to the richest people.
The people in the middle and at the bottom are not seeing income gains that allow them to sustain the consumption that they need. So we've seen an increase in poverty levels. In New York City, we've seen a disturbing increase in homelessness.
In the last 3 years, Parrott says 95% of income growth has gone to the wealthiest 1%. Jobs may be up, but so are the number of people living in shelters.
It's nothing short of a tragedy for those families that are trying to exist in a shelter. It's particularly hard on the children.
The juices too, the cans.
Shelters and food pantries are vital for New York's poorest, but many feel firm government action is needed to effectively shelve poverty. That action is proving hard to come by, though. A recent bid to try and raise the federal minimum wage was blocked by Senate Republicans, a move that advocates for raising the minimum wage say denies a raise to 28 million hard-working Americans. William Denslow, Telesur, New York.